Hello, vlog 12. So this is the aftermath of the power outage, which I just posted a video telling you that I didn't have power, which was a video I made about 3 days ago, and we just got power back today. So the total count of hours that we went without power is, ready for this? Ready? 94 and a half hours. Yeah, 94 and a half hours. So it's a little bit ridiculous that we had to go that long when there was nothing wrong with our area. There were no trees on the wires, nothing. But it happened, it's over and done with, and I just turned every light on and every appliance that I could because I can now. And I actually, made myself food. Got to toast a bagel. So exciting. What I forgot to say in the last vlog, last Friday, Mom and I did a trip to Boston, and we usually, every once in a while, we go to the North End and get pizza and cannolis, because we're Italian and we like to do that. So we went in, and we took the subway, and there was this crazy southern tourist threesome, across from us. The husband and wife, and then their niece, who had never been up to Boston before. So they just would not shut up. They were like, oh yeah, we usually get off at Park Street, and we do this, and we do that. We're just like, okay. So my mom and I got off at Downtown Crossing, because they were having a little, sale festival type thing. And so we get off there, and we checked out all of the little vendors, and there was a lot of jewelry and, tapestry and stuff that's way overpriced, but just still cool to look at. And then we walked all the way to North End, and it's really not all the way, but it is all the way when you get lost. We're such tourists, and we've been there before, but we've never walked from Downtown Crossing to North End. We've walked from South Station to North End, so we know that way, but we don't know the way we went. We do now. North End always has, right before there, in between City Hall Plaza and North End, they always have, fruit and vegetable vendors. And we learned that about 2 years ago, one of the first times we went to the North End. And it's just a huge conjunction right in the middle of the street. Just so many vendors with fruits and vegetables, all for really, really cheap. If we had a cooler or something, we probably would have got strawberries or I don't know. But we make it to the North End and we walk around, and it's St. Anthony's Feast. And the feast didn't start until 7, but they had a few things going on before. We left before the feast because we didn't want to stay that late, and the storm was we didn't know if it was gonna rain, so we just went to this place called Antico Forno, which we adore, mostly because of the hot Italian waiter that we had last time. But their pizza is really good, and we got this pizza called Alma Fitana. And what it is it's like a thin crust pizza with smoked mozzarella cheese and plum tomatoes. And on top of it, uncooked, is arugula. So basically it looks like it's a salad on top of a pizza, but it tastes so good. And Mom and I got lucky again, and we got the hot Italian waiter, and he speaks Italian. So we're sitting there trying to get pictures of him, but it didn't work so well. So after that, of course, after your pizza, you gotta have dessert. And there's the feud between, Mike's and Modern pastries. So we like Modern, but we want to try Mike's next time. But the line for Mike's was huge, probably because, St. Anthony's Feast is drawing all people in, and they're like, oh, Mike's pastry, so the line was huge. But Modern's line, for once, was not huge. So we were like, let's get cannolis. Well, I got a cannoli, Mom got tiramisu. Then we did a little shopping, walked around a little bit. I got feather earrings. Actually, that was in Downtown Crossing that I got the feather earrings. And then we walked back, and we found the subway and went home. I'm going to do school updates now because there was school, and it was a little disarrayed because of the hurricane. So we didn't have school Monday, but we had school Tuesday. And Tuesday was our written final and our two-person radio show. So the written final studying by candlelight the night before was kind of fun, I guess you could call it. Didn't have internet to look up important things, but my classmates had my back. I walked in on Tuesday and I was like, has anyone else been without power for 2 days? Because I have. And only two out of the 9 of us were like, yep, us too. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel so bad. And we took the written final, and I think I got a few wrong. There was like 50 something questions, but it was really relatively easy. And then we did our 2-person radio show after our break. And Jamie and I, like I said a vlog ago, prepared like crazy. We made so much production. We had it nailed. We had it down. We knew the time format. We had a script. We knew everything. The only thing that sucked was I didn't get to look up a lot about running leads, and she didn't have power for a while either, so she didn't get to look up like a lot of stuff. We looked up stuff right before we went on and just wrote it down because, well, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make the best of it. We got it 8 minutes to the second. 8-minute radio show. And Shred and Alberto were really impressed. They were like, you guys practice this. Like, you know what you're doing. And so that made me really happy. Didn't have school yesterday because also things got, messed up. Teachers had different schedules, so they couldn't come in. So today we had school, and it was our rehearsal for our final TV. And we basically ran through exactly what we're going to do, a newscast. And so I'm one of the anchors. So it was me and this other kid, Ken, which is funny because me and Ken are the 2 youngest in the class. And then the other set of anchors is Jamie and Dan, and they're the 2 oldest in the class. So I thought that was kind of funny. But Ken and I, we're very comfortable in front of the camera. And we were just like, oh, this is no big deal, whatever. So we ran through it, and it went pretty smoothly. Then we did it again, and we switched out, so everybody has 2 different positions that they do. So after being anchor, I'm tape. And what tape is you take all of the pieces, and they're on the Final Cut sequence, and you play them like when they need to be played, and you cut off some of the padding, and you play them when they roll tape, and the switcher switches it to tape. And that's my position. And so I was a little nervous doing that. It's funny, I was a little more nervous doing tape than I was anchoring because I'm just comfortable. But tape isn't as hard as I thought it would be. And as long as you know the script and you know what's coming next, you always have to think of what's next. So as long as you know that, you know when to start it and you know when to do it. So it's not that hard. Next Tuesday, Monday's Labor Day, so I don't have school. Next Tuesday is the final, like, we're doing it, doing it, live, recorded it, and then it's either Wednesday or Thursday is our graduation, and that's pretty exciting, because we get, like, our little certificates with our names, and a little party and stuff like that. That's pretty exciting. I'll keep you updated. I'll tell you more about that. I don't know when I'm going to vlog. Probably next week, because I've done 2 this week, but one was because of the lovely 94.5 hours without power. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.